Welcome to STIW2044 Mobile Programming. So today we're going to look into Google Map for Android Studio. So go ahead and start a new project. So you can give it any names that you like. Google Map. So I put it in my application Google Map. So I'm going to put it into a folder called there. So next, so set everything as default. So this is where you need to select, if you don't yet created any empty activity layout such as basic activity, you can create Google Map activity as your main activity. So select Google Maps activity as your default activity, or you can just add later through your project. So leave it as it is, press finish. Alright, so by default, whenever we add new Google Map activity into our project, there's one XML file here called Google Maps API.xml will automatically create it. This file is an instruction file and also a key configuration file that allow you to register your application with Google and also enable the application programming interface. So follow the instruction given by this file. So before you can run the application, you need Google Map API key. So go ahead and copy the link and put it into your favorite web browser. Alright, now by default, okay, you need to register, you need to get an account with Google and then enable the developer console. So you need to register this application with one of the project inside your developer console. So for example, I do have a few projects here, so I can select one project as the host of my application for Google Map. If not, you can just create a new project, but be very careful because Google console only allow you to create 10 projects if I'm not mistaken. If you like to create more than that, you need to request to upgrade, or you might need to pay some amount of money. One project can host multiple applications, so you just create one project. For example, here my project that hosts many of my other Google based project, so I put everything under my project. So I'm going to select my project that basically going to host this application and press continue. So the web will basically enable all the API needed so that you can use the application. And the application now is, the API is now enabled. Google Map API has been enabled. So next you need to create API key. So this is the key that you need to put into your project. Create API key, press that button. Okay, wait for a while. You will be given with the following API key and copy this key. So this is ISA key, the key that you're going to use to connect with Google API. Each PC has its own API key, so you cannot just get this key and transfer to another PC, to another computer, just like that. Okay, the programming code won't work unless you change the API key. So go ahead and copy the key and put it into here, your key here. That's it. Save the file, close. Okay, you should be able to see, if you like to see the programming code. So it has been automatically created for you. So there's no programming. If you like to enable the default map, so Google Map uses map fragment. So if we look into our layout design here, you can see that there's only map fragment described in this layout. Okay, so just to test if the application, if this project can display Google Map, press this button, and I would like to show you can run this directly on your phone. You're not going to get any problem, but if you like to run this on an AVD, Android virtual device, you need to make sure one thing. You need to select Nexus 5 for your AVD because of the following reason. Nexus 5 and Nexus 5X, basically the only AVD that comes pre-installed with Play Store. Okay, you can choose either 5 or 5X to run your AVD. If you choose other than that, so for example, if I run this on my 5.1 WVGA API 27, it will demand for the Google Play services to be updated. However, since there's no Google Play, the market, Google Play Market, where it will allow you to update the Google Play services, then you cannot get it to run the application on those AVD. You can only run on this. Even on this, you need to update your AVD. You need to update the Google Play services through the market, Google Market. Alright, so if you don't have this, you need to create new AVD. Choose only Nexus 5 or Nexus 5X. Okay, or you can just clone, or you can update, you can delete, or you can modify, but make sure that you have this Play Store. Okay, because you need to update Google Play services. Alright, so I do have now this, and just press OK, get it to run to test this on my AVD. Alright, so this is my Nexus 5, and it comes with Play Store. You can see there, this is the Play Store. So I'm going to wait the APK to be installed. At first you might get information that request for the update of the Google Play services. For that, you need to log in, you need to run your Google Play services. Okay, for me, I already updated my Google Play services and managed to get it to run. Okay, so my Google Map application managed to correctly display on my AVD. If not, you need to run the Play Store and log into the Play Store, update Google Play services. Okay, since I already updated my Google Play services, the entry no longer available. Okay, so if not, you need to do that first. Okay, you're going to get that error. So let's say if I try to get it to run on my my other AVD that didn't have the Play Store. So this is what's going to happen. Okay, so you're going to get this error: my application Google Map won't run unless you update Google Play services. So if you press update, since there's no Play Store in this AVD, you cannot get this AVD to update its Google Play services. Hence, you cannot run your application in this AVD. However, if you run on Nexus 5 that comes with Google Play Play Store, you can do that. Right, so that is basically how to run Google Play, how to run Google Map on AVD. However, if you run on your phone, it shouldn't be any problem, because phone Android devices comes with Play Store. You can just easily update the Play Store without any problems. Alright, so that is basically how to get your Google Map application run on AVD. Alright, so furthermore, if you like to have more control, if you like to see the basic programming for Google Map, so you can just look into the map activity.java and look into the override method. So this override method describe and implement on map ready callback, where the nmap object, once the map successfully loaded into the Google Map fragment, this method will be automatically called. So in this example, it basically provided lat lang of Sydney with the latitude and longitude information, and there are two methods here. One method to add marker, the other method basically to add to move camera to that particular location. If you like to zoom, you can provide zoom level. So let's say you want to zoom to 20, and I would like to use something like, for example, you can get the latitude longitude information from Google Maps. So for example, somewhere in UUM. Okay, so in UUM, here, or somewhere over here. Okay, you get this, and you get the latitude longitude information over there. So you just put it into quotes. Lat lang, let's say I'm going to change the object name to UUM, and this is UUM and UUM. So the zoom level, I put it to, this is 16, so maybe I can put it to 16. Marker title as marker in UUM. Okay, so if you get it to run on the Nexus AVD, you can see the map will automatically zoom to that particular location with that zoom level. Alright, there you go. So this is basically zoom level 16 with marker in UUM. Alright, so those are the basic how to implement, how to use Google Map in your application. You can change, or if you like to resize your map activity, you can just use or you can add another activity and use this fragment as part of your activity and further resize based on how your application is being defined to or designed to. Okay, but the whole fragment here has been implemented. Okay, so if you like to implement something like map click, so you can just use if you like to implement on map click listener, so you click on a map and you can just implement method for the on map click listener. So on map click, so what you need to do now is just first, of course, you need to set on map click listener to this, and then if you like to add marker, okay, so you can just add marker using this. Okay, so the location is based on net length, marker new marker, right? So whenever you click on a map, new marker will be added to the map. So you need to implement set on map click listener in the on map ready. So run. Okay, so those are by default. So if you click on the map, you can see that new marker automatically added to the map. Okay, because we just implement on map click. Alright, so those are some basic manipulation on Google Map. So it's very easy to do, and just make sure that you have your account ready, your Google account ready with console. You create new project. You need to make sure that you have your project in your console developer, okay, and use the link provided whenever you create new activity for the application, for the Android application. So with that, thank you.